Problem is. All right. I'm assuming you guys can hear me now. Ah, very good. Okay. Sorry about that. Forgot to add myself to the stage. Kind of hard to do a broadcast when you're not even part of your own broadcast. All right. So let's start all over again. We're going to start here on May 5th. Pick up on May 5th. I'm going to play just a few days and then hold off and then pass the file up. See if somebody else. I know a couple other people. I know Aaron's been doing some games and Yoko wanted to try and get some games in. So we'll let him do it. If not, then I'll go back on again tomorrow night to finish out at least this week. I know we got a long way to go. We got to get through by Wednesday night. Um, so we'll get some games done tonight, and again tomorrow night we'll just push it along a little farther on Monday night if we have to than we normally do. Bernie, welcome in. I hope you're feeling better, my friend. I know you're a little under the weather. Eat some chicken soup tonight and get to bed early and get some good rest so we can get back to some basketball. I know you want to get that month of November done, and that would be nice to keep that moving along. And Slashed, welcome in. I guess you made it in time. As you see, your team won, and you're continuing to lead your division. All right, we're going to play a couple games tonight. So let's keep going here a little bit. D-Gens at Fort Lee. Fort Lee takes down D-Gens 5-0. A shutout from Fort Lee against the D-Gens. Pizarro goes 7-2 on the season. Lester drops to 5-5 for the year. Hagerstown at T-ville. Hagerstown beats T-ville 3-2. Ross 3-0 for the season. Pennock goes 3-7. Ramirez 2-for-4 with a home run. Chicago at Hadley Lake. Chicago loses one to Hadley Lake, tightening up that fire division maybe. Hadley Lake 5, Chicago 2. Warnicki goes 7-3. Cooper drops to 8-5. Rose goes 2-for-4 with a home run and a double. Lehigh at Dallas. Lehigh continues their win streak. Young goes 10-3 so far in the season, and Maddox drops to 8-5. Tolan 2-for-3 with a stolen base. Liverpool at Cleveland. And Cleveland tops Liverpool 5-3. Altrock goes to 7-5, while McLean drops to 8-5. Frisch goes 2-for-3 with a double and a stolen base. All right, this game is going to be the first game we play tonight. Long Island Legends and the San Francisco Safecrackers. Both teams are in second place in their division, both trying to catch up to the leader. So this is a much needed win for both of these teams. Now that Liverpool lost a game, I'm sure Long Island is hoping that they can best San Fran tonight and bring them a little closer. Meanwhile, San Fran trying to keep pace with a Lehigh team that doesn't want to lose. Whoops. Oh, and I just hit it. I hit auto by mistake. I wanted to play that game. All right, not a problem. We'll find it again tomorrow. Long Island drops to San Francisco. San Francisco takes it 8-2. Taylor 7-5. Saberhagen 6-4. Yelich goes 3-for-4 with a home run and 3 RBIs. What a big mistake I just made there. This is what happens when you try and jump on at the last minute to get a stream going. All right, Chico's at Manchester. Ooh, Chico's gets shut out by Manchester 7-0. Mussina goes to 3-6. Seaver drops his 5th of the year. Roush goes 3-for-4 with a home run and 3 RBIs. Chico's woes continue. Lancaster at St. Pete. Lancaster wallop saving 14-8. Well, that's a baseball score, a football score over there. Wilhelm goes 1-0. Jenkins drops to 5-6. Arenado 3-for-5 with a home run and 3 RBIs. Edmonton at Brooklyn. Edmonton edges out Brooklyn 3-2. Bottom 3-2 for the year. Perry 5-8. And finally, amazing at Vegas. Vegas looking to win here to kind of close up that gap on that losing Chicago team. And they do. 5-4. Vegas over Amazing. Valdez goes to 5-3, while Smith goes to 3-8. Dalton 2-for-4 with a home run and 3 RBIs. All right. Let's not make that same mistake again. So what we're going to do is go ahead and play this out now. Long Island and San Fran, both teams trying to keep, again, pace with their teams. And give me a second because for some reason it popped over to the other screen. So let's move this over. There we go. All right. Well, I'm sure this says something very. There it is. All right. So we're at Fenway Park for the game between Long Island and San Fran. John Smoltz is going to be on the mound for Long Island. He's made 12 starts this year. He's 4-4 with an ERA of 4.35. It's going to be his first time starting against San Francisco. Jose Fernandez for San Francisco. Good old Miami boy. Unfortunately, he passed away in a serious boating accident off the coast in a speeding boat. Very sad loss for the Miami fans. He was really loved down here as a Marlin. But he's going to take the mound. He's got 9 starts. He's 0-5 with an ERA of 5.79. It's a shame to see that he's not having a better season than he's having. It's his first start against Long Island. San Francisco left fielder Ted Williams is on a 10-game hitting streak. We'll keep our eye on that. It's 67 degrees, wind speed 8 miles per hour, out to right center field. And we know that this game is not in South Florida because you don't get 67-degree temperatures anywhere in South Florida, especially in June. All right, quick look at the batting lineup for the Long Island Legends. Leading it off is going to be Kenny Lofton. Batting second, Brandon Belt. Al Simmons will be batting third. And in the cleanup spot, Zach Wheat. Carlos Beltran will bat fifth. David Wright will bat sixth. Buster Posey in the 7th spot. Batting 8 will be Brandon Crawford. 2 Brandons on this team. Max Bishop will round out that lineup. In the field for the Safecrackers, we got Ted Williams in left field, Tris Speaker in center field, and Jackie Jensen in right field. Mo Vaughn will be first base. At second base, we got Robinson Cano. Derek Jeter at the shortstop spot. Alex Rodriguez will be playing third base behind the plate. Catching tonight will be Gary Carter, and he'll be receiving those pitches as we discussed from Jose Fernandez. Jose will face off first against Kenny Lofton, who comes in batting a 227 average so far this season. Here is the 2-1 pitch to Lofton. He drives this one into right field. That gets past between first and second. Jensen will come up and field it. Lofton with a leadoff single. Brandon Belt now steps up to the plate, batting 293 this season. Fernandez looking over at first as Lofton is taking a big lead. Fernandez delivers. Belts this one into right field. This is going to get all the way to the wall down the right field line. Lofton will around second. Belt will head towards second. He'll make it in time under the tag. Lofton holds up at third base. That was double number 6 for Brandon. So Long Island off to a solid start here with a single and a double to lead off with their first 2 batters. Bringing up Al Simmons, batting 275 this season. He's got 7 home runs and 30 RBIs. Is this supposed to be Fenway? It is supposed to be Fenway. Well, you're right. That definitely does not look like Fenway. Let's just, oh boy, I hate to do this, but let's see if we can. Nope. Do I want to mess with this? You know what? I'm not going to mess with it. I don't want to take the time. I'm not going to mess with it. It is supposed to be Fenway. I got to have to go back in and set up that park. I don't know what happened there. So pretend there's a green monster out here. Okay, back to Al Simmons, batting 275 this season with 7 home runs and 30 RBIs. Runners at second and third, no outs. By the way, Mo Vaughn made a poor play on that ball, which allowed that to get down that line. Here's the pitch to Simmons, and he drives this one into center field. Speaker comes up and gets under it. Will Lofton tag? No, it's not deep enough. Lofton has to stay at third. Zach Wheat now up to the plate. Batting .211 this season with 15 RBIs and 1 out. Wheat drives this one. Oh, a liner to Cano, who makes a snag. Both runners unable to go anywhere. So the Safecrackers leading off with a single and a double. Now those runners don't seem to want going anywhere. But we'll see what happens as Carlos Beltran comes up, batting .247 and 7 home runs and 16 RBIs so far this year. The 3-1 pitch to Beltran, and he gets this one. Another liner to Cano, who makes the grab at second to get them out of the inning. Big inning save there for Fernandez, who was in trouble early and able to get out of that without giving up a score. 2 hits, but no scores, no runs, no errors also committed by the Safecrackers. We're going to take a look at the Safecrackers lineup. Tris Speaker will lead it off, followed by Derek Jeter. In the 3 spot will be Ted Williams, and in the cleanup spot will be third baseman Alex Rodriguez. Mo Vaughn will be batting 5th, Jackie Jensen batting 6th. In the 7th spot will be Christian Yelich, batting 8th, Gary Carter, and rounding out the lineup for the Safecrackers, batting 9th, Robinson Cano. In the field for the Legends, we've got Zach Wheat in left field. We've got Carlos Beltran in center field and Kenny Lofton in right field. At first, Brandon Belt, Max Bishop at second, Brandon Crawford at shortstop. Playing third tonight will be David Wright. Behind the plate catching is Buster Posey, and he'll be receiving those pitches from John Smoltz. He'll face off first against Tris Speaker, who comes in with a .306 average this season. Only 2 home runs. There's the pitch to Speaker. Speaker gets a leadoff walk from Smoltz. So both teams putting a runner on with their leadoff batter here in the first. Derek Jeter comes up, batting .255 this season, 6 home runs. Speaker not taking a very big lead, takes the pitch, and he bunts to move Speaker along the base path, which he does. Speaker gets a second, but Jeter out at first on the bunt. Ted Williams now steps up, batting a nice .361 average this season. 17 home runs, 49 RBIs, 61 hits out of 169 at-bats. Having a very good season. Speaker at second for Ted Williams. Ted Williams with a runner in scoring position. He takes the 1-1 pitch, and it's back to Smoltz on the mound, who fires over to Belt, gets him in time for the second out, and that'll bring up Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman for the Safecrackers, batting .262. He's got 6 home runs this year and 27 RBIs. Trying to make it 20. All right, you guys are going to get a little bit of a glitch there because I lost internet for a second, but we are back and moving right along. What you missed was a strikeout to end that inning. It was the third out. You may have missed that because thanks to the internet glitch, but I believe we're back live again. So this is working out to be a very, very good broadcast. We're up top of 2, where we're going to see Wright, Posey, and Crawford all up to the bat for the Long Island Legends. Wright comes in .256 on the season, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs, but he has nobody to knock in now. But he does knock one down left field line all the way to the wall. Wright will round first. Williams gives chase. Wright on his way to second. Williams fires. It's a close play, but Wright is in under the tag. Cano unable to make that tag in time. Double number 5 for David Wright on the season. So once again, Long Island putting a runner on the base paths, leading them off top of the inning. Buster Posey with a .207 average and 10 RBIs. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Fernandez, and he drives this one into deep right field. Jensen gives chase, gets it at the line. Wright goes back to tag, but goes nowhere. holds up at second. Doesn't want to test that strong arm of Jensen in right field. Brandon Crawford now steps up, batting .274. He's got 4 RBIs this year. The 2-2 pitch to Crawford, and he'll liner one right to Cano, who grabs another one. Cano getting some good action tonight. That's out number 2 for Max Bishop, batter number 9 in the lineup for Long Island Legends, batting .067 average this season. Not who you want to rely on here in this spot to try and drive in a run, but let's see what happens. Here's the pitch. Bishop pops this one up towards Cano in second. Cano getting more action, gets under that for the third out. We go to the bottom of 2. Vaughn, Jensen, and Yelich all due up for San Francisco. Mo Vaughn, the first baseman for the Safecrackers, batting .182 this season, has 10 home runs. Not the best average, but a nice amount of home runs. And he'll drive this one deep into right field. Lofton gives chase to the warning track, makes the diving catch to get out number 1. Fantastic play by Kenny Lofton. And that will lead us to Jackie Jensen, who's now up, the 6th batter in the lineup for the Safecrackers, batting .218 with 3 home runs. Jensen drives this one, grounder to Crawford. Crawford fields it cleanly, throws to Belt at first, makes the grab. That's out number 2. Christian Yelich, .233 average, 3 home runs. He just got one of those, as we saw in yesterday's game. Smoltz delivers to Yelich. Yelich gets a hit. This is going to get down into right center field. Lofton picks it up, gets it to the cutoff. Yelich will hold it 1. So a 2-out single for Yelich as Gary Carter now steps up to the plate. Gary Carter, batting .226, has 8 home runs this season and 28 RBIs. Yelich not taking much of a lead at all over on first, so Smoltz isn't going to pay any attention to him. He delivers it to Carter. Carter, high fly ball to Lofton in right field. He gets under to make a grab for the third out. We go to the top of 3. 1 hit for the Safecrackers. No runs come across. Kenny Lofton, the leadoff man for the Legends, will lead off the top of the 3rd. He has a hit already. He is 1 for 1. He had a leadoff single in the 1st inning to start the game. This time he's going to bunt his way on base, and he does. Mo Vaughn has to come from first to field it. Is not going to make that throw in time. In fact, he made a poor play on that bunt. That's his 2nd poor play of the day, so he's struggling a little bit there at first. Meanwhile, Lofton goes 2 for 2. A single, and then bunts his way on base. Followed up now by Brandon Belt, who hit a double right after Lofton hit his single back in the 1st. Brandon Belt steps up, digs in. Lofton with a huge lead. Fernandez looks at him. Fernandez throws to 1. Lofton dives back. He's back in safely. But still taking a very big lead over there on first base. Belt waiting for the pitch from Fernandez. Here it comes. Lofton is off and running. Carter to Jeter at second. Lofton in under the tag for a stolen base. So Legends have a man on second with no outs for Brandon Belt. Brandon Belt facing the 1-0 pitch. And Belt gets walked. So once again, the Legends has Lofton on second, Belt on first. Here comes Al Simmons. Al Simmons with 30 RBIs. Will he be able to knock these runners around a little bit with no outs here? Fernandez delivers to Simmons, and he strikes him out. That's the first strikeout by Jose Fernandez in the game. Zach Wheat down back up to bat. He is 0 for 1. Runner still on first and second. Lofton taking a pretty good sized lead there on second. Is he going to go? No, he doesn't. But Wheat drives this one into deep right center field. Jensen gives chase, makes a great catch on the run. Lofton, even with that deep hit into right center, unable to tag and get to third. So those runners will remain right where they were for Carlos Beltran, who faces 2 outs. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Beltran, and he goes down on strikes. Fernandez gets his second strike of the game. To end that inning, we go to the bottom of 3. Robinson Cano will lead it off for the Safecrackers, batting .293 this season, and he's got 4 home runs so far this year. Cano takes the pitch. He drives this one to the grounder to Bishop at second. He picks it up, fires to one. Belt makes the grab for the first out. We're back to the top of the lineup for the San Francisco Safecrackers. Tris Speaker. Tris Speaker walked his last at bat, and he's on a 7-game hitting streak. Looking to keep that alive. And it's another grounder to Bishop, who then fires over to Belt at first for the second out. Again, we're back. Now we're back to Derek Jeter. He bunted. He did a sac bunt his last at bat. So here's his official hit, and this is going to get into foul territory, into the stands. You get another chance with the 1-2 pitch. Smoltz will deliver to Jeter. Jeter with a grounder back to the mound. Smoltz fields it but cannot get it in Belt time. Jeter reaches one on an infield single. Ted Williams with that nice .359 average is now back up to bat. Here's the pitch from, they're going to walk him. They're not even going to give him a chance. They're just going to intentionally walk him, even with that runner standing on first. They don't want to mess with him. So that brings up Alex Rodriguez, who does have 27 RBIs this season. Runners on first and second. Smoltz delivers to Rodriguez and strikes him out to end the inning. So down go the Safecrackers. We go back to the top of 4. This game is still knotted at 0. David Wright will lead it off. He'll be followed by Buster Posey and then Crawford this inning. David Wright is 1 for 1. Line to double his last at bat. Here's the pitch to Wright, and he's going to get a leadoff walk. That's the second walk of the night for Fernandez. Buster Posey now digs in. Looks at Fernandez. Fernandez looks over at Wright, who's taking a nice size lead at 1. Wright's off and running. Oh, it's a hit and run. Posey up the middle. This is going to get across second base. Speaker will pick it up. Meanwhile, Dwight rounds second and makes it to third. So once again, Long Island comes out hitting to start off the inning. He gets 2 men on base again. This time runners on first and third with no outs for Brandon Crawford. Brandon Crawford, only 4 RBIs this season. He can extend that a little bit with a nice hit here. Here's the pitch to Crawford, and this is not going to do it. It's a pop-up. Jeter gives chase off the foul line in the grass behind third base. Jeter gave chase, was able to get under that. We're down to the last batter of the lineup. Batter number 9, Max Bishop for the Legends. With that average, we're wondering if he's going to knock anybody in. Well, let's see. Bishop pitch to Bishop, and Bishop will get walked. So, wow, Fernandez just walked one of the worst batting averages that we've seen in this league. Loads those bases with only 1 out to face off against the top of the lineup, Kenny Lofton. Puts himself in trouble. Carter's going to go out and talk to Fernandez, hopefully try and calm him down a little bit. Here's the pitch, the 2-2 pitch, and he strikes Lofton out to get the second out. Huge strikeout there by Jose Fernandez, his 3rd strikeout of the night, as he faces off now against Brandon Belt. Brandon Belt, 1 for 1, line to double, and then walked his second at bat. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Belt drives this one into right center field. This one is going high and deep. It is a grand slam by Belt. Oh my, 439 feet into right center for the 4 RBI shot. What a big hit by Belt. Fernandez could do nothing when he released it. He must have known he put it accidentally over the heart of the plate. Everybody just watched that one go. It was gone like a jet plane. 2 outs now for Simmons. 0 for 2 tonight. And, ooh, a liner down the right field line. Jensen is able to grab it. He throws to Jeter. It's going to be a close play at second. But he's not in time. Al Simmons gets his 7th double of the season. Hey, Yoko, welcome. Yoko came in and then said, see you later. Oh, I guess you're talking about the home run. Yeah, that was definitely a see you later. They're still looking for that ball. Okay, so the Legends continue with a runner on second for Zach Wheat. And that's it. They've seen enough of Jose Fernandez. They're bringing in Mickey Harris. I can't say I blame them. Mickey Harris is coming into the game. He's played 8 games so far this season. Only started 1. He's got 27 of the third innings pitched. He's given up 28 hits, 11 earned runs, 1 home run. He has struck out 21 this year and has walked 11. He's got a 362 average. He's also got 3 wins, no losses, and no saves on the year. Here's the pitch to Wheat. Wheat gets walked. So the Safecrackers are just absolutely struggling on the mound tonight. That brings up Carlos Beltran. 0 for 2 so far this evening. But with the pitching that's happening from the mound and the Safecrackers, one can't wonder how many more hits the Legends are going to get tonight. Harris delivers the 3-1 count. Down right field line. And that looked foul, but they're calling it fair. It's double number 8. He drives in a run. Wheat will hold up at 3. And that might be a case of, this is using Fenway Park's statistics, even though we're not in the picture of Fenway Park. So even though this doesn't look like Fenway Park, the game thinks it is. There's no difference in distance of walls or field dynamics or anything like that. So ignore the picture. This is Fenway. The game knows it's Fenway. So we may see some oddities because it's using Fenway's dimensions. Beltran at second, Wheat at third, Wright up to the plate. 2 outs. Wright is 1 for 1 so far tonight. He'll get the pitch. And he goes down on strikes to end that long inning by the Long Island Firecrackers. They got 5 runs off of 4 hits. No errors committed by the Safecrackers, unless you want to call their pitching one big error. For the Safecrackers, batters 5, 6, and 7 are all due up this inning. Mo Vaughn is batter number 5, leads it off. Here's the pitch to Vaughn, and he drives this one over Bishop's head. Lofton will field it, but Vaughn with a leadoff single. So the Safecrackers trying to get something going here to close this big gap up as Jackie Jensen comes in. Jackie Jensen's 0 for 1. Vaughn taking a nice sized lead. Smoltz checks him at 1. Delivers to Jensen. Jensen with a big deep fly ball into left field. Just on this side of the foul line for a home run. Our second home run of the game between both these teams. 2 RBI home run, 316 feet. Home run number 4 for Jackie Jensen. And just like that, Safecrackers close that big gap up a little bit. No outs for Christian Yelich, who steps into the plate. He's 1 for 1 so far. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Yelich. Yelich drives this one into deep right field, but Lofton gets under that one for the first out. Gary Carter now up. 0 for 1 so far. The 3-1 pitch, and Carter will get walked. Now Smoltz and the Long Island Legends starting to struggle a little bit on the mound. If you came here for the pitching, you're going home disappointed. Smoltz delivers to Cano. Cano will drive this one, and he'll get down in front of Lofton in right field. Carter has to hold at second, not deep enough for him to round and make it to third. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Tris Speaker steps up to the plate. He can be a dangerous hitter. He's got 14 RBIs this season. He's got a nice 305 average. Can he keep this inning going? Posey out to talk to Smoltz. Smoltz delivers the 0-2 pitch. Tris Speaker drives this one to right field. It's going into foul territory, and that's going to be a souvenir for somebody in the stands. So those runners are still at first and second. Tris Speaker with the 0-2 count. Smoltz delivers.
Strike three.
And Speaker goes down on strikes. That's the second strike. That's a big strikeout there. As Derek Jeter now comes up. Jeter with 18 RBIs. Trying to move those runners. Keep this inning alive. No, Jeter goes down on strikes. So Smoltz, who started to struggle there, comes back alive. Strikes out the last two. That ends the inning. We go to the top of 5. Long Island Legends 5. Safecrackers 2. Buster Posey will lead it off for the Long Island Legends. 1 for 2 so far in this game. Oh, he drives another one down right field line. This is going to get all the way to the wall. Posey around first. He's on his way to second. Jensen picks the ball up off the wall. He fires to 2. It's going to be another close play. Double number 6 of the season for Buster Posey. Another poor play by Mo Vaughn. If I'm not mistaken, that's his third this game alone. And we're only in the top of the 5th. Brandon Crawford now steps up. Knocks the dirt off of his shoes. Harris winds and delivers. This one's going a liner, a hard liner to Speaker, who makes the grab for the first out. Posey goes nowhere and stays at second. Bishop, Max Bishop, got walked. He's got an 0.65 batting average. He got walked his last at bat. Harris delivers to Bishop and walks him again. How do you walk a batter with an 0.65 average? That is, you got to be aggressive and just go after those guys. That is unbelievable. Harris came in, 27 pitches so far in this game, and just walked the worst batter in the game. Kenny Lofton, 2 for 3, the leadoff man for the Legends. So you just walk a man, put a man on first and second, and face off against somebody who's having a hot night. Harris delivers to Lofton. Lofton continues his hot streak into center field. Double number 4 of the season for Lofton. Posey will come home. Bishop will hold it 3. That is what happens when you walk a batter with an 0.65 batting average. Brandon Belt, 2 for 2 tonight. Another batter with a good hit streak going tonight. He's already got 4 RBIs. Can he get it more? This is a grounder to Cano. Cano makes a fantastic diving play to get this to Vaughn, but Bishop able to make it home. Lofton able to get to third. 2 outs now as Long Island get those 2 runs back that they just gave up. Al Simmons steps up, 1 for 3 of the night. And this is going to be a pop-up to Jeter at shortstop. Jeter back to the grass. He gets under this one. That's the out. We go to the bottom of the 5. 2 more runs came across on 2 hits. For the Long Island Legends, we go to the bottom of 5. The Safecrackers. We'll see Ted Williams, Rodriguez, and Vaughn all due up this half inning. The pitch to Williams. Williams gets walked. That is the 4th walk of the night for John Smoltz. Alex Rodriguez, with 27 RBIs so far this year, takes the pitch. He's going to go. That's 2 walks in a row for Smoltz. The pitching woes continue. That brings us to Mo Vaughn. Mo Vaughn is 1 for 2. He grounded a single in the 4th. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Vaughn. Vaughn, it's a grounder to Belt at 1. He fires over to Crawford. Crawford fires back to Belt. That's a 3-6-3 double play, but Williams able to get to third base. Jackie Jensen now steps up with a runner right there in scoring position, trying to get another run in here to get this score a little closer. Jensen has a hit so far tonight. He drives this one into deep left field, but Wheat will get under that one for the 3rd out. We go to the top of 6. Speaking of Wheat, he's going to lead us off here in the top of 6. The 1-0 pitch. It's a grounder to Rodriguez. Rodriguez makes a poor play on it. Is it going to be in time? No, not in time. Alex Rodriguez makes a poor play on the ball. His 2nd of the day. Poor play number 13 of the season. Wheat beats it out and gets that infield hit. Now Carlos Beltran up for the Legends. This is one of the sloppiest games I can remember seeing in a very long time. Harris delivers to Beltran. Beltran with a pop-up towards short, towards third. It goes, excuse me, towards third. Rodriguez doesn't even really have to move. Makes that grab. That's the first out. Wheat, not looking like he's going to go anywhere as David Wright steps up. Here's the pitch from Harris to Wright. Wright drives this one into deep left field. Williams back, makes the grab. Wheat will remain at first. Buster Posey, who's 2 for 3 tonight, he's having a decent night. Facing 2 outs. Here's the full count to Posey, and it's going to get into right center field. Wheat will go to second. Round second, he's on his way to third. Speaker throws to 3. Oh, nowhere near in time. That allows Posey to get all the way to second. In fact, it's an error. It's a throwing error. Well, it was a hit, but it was a throwing error from the fielder that allowed Posey to get to 3. In fact, a run came in off of that error, and Posey went all the way to 3 off that error. So thanks to that error, Wright came home, and Posey made it all the way to third base. What a sloppy, sloppy game. I think I watched a Bad News Bears movie the other day that makes this game look, they looked like professionals compared to what we're seeing tonight. Harris delivers to Crawford. Crawford drives this one down right field line, but that's going to go foul. You'll get another chance to hit this one. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Harris to Crawford. It's a grounder to Mo Vaughn. Harris has to come off the mound, covers first. Vaughn makes a fantastic stop, tosses it to Harris. That'll end that inning. It's now 8-2, Long Island over the Safecrackers. Hey, MV, welcome tonight. You're just in time to watch one of the best, cleanest games we've seen all year. Safecrackers, Yelich will lead off for them. He is 1 for 2. Here's the pitch from Smoltz. Full count, and Yelich gets walked. That's walk number 6 from John Smoltz on the night. And now Eddie Rommel will come in to pitch. Well, why not? Eddie Rommel comes in with 11 games, 21 innings, 20 hits, 9 earned runs, 2 home runs. He's struck out 5, walked 4. He's got a 386 average. He's 1 win, 0 losses, and 1 save. He's walked 4 this year. He comes into a great game to try and get more walks under his under his name. Rommel pitches to Carter. Carter drives this one into right corner. Lofton gives chase, makes the grab at the line. Yelich will remain at first. So with 1 out now for Robinson Cano. He is the last batter in the lineup for San Francisco Safecrackers. Rommel delivers to Cano. Cano with a base hit. This is going to get down into left field. Wheat fields it, and he's able to get that in to hold Yelich at second. So a single for Cano, his second hit of the night, as Tris Speaker comes in with a 7-game hitting streak. Now, Tris Speaker, with a 7-game hitting streak, is still looking for his first hit of the night. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Rommel delivers to Speaker. And what do you know? Another walk. Who would have thought we'd see another walk in the game? Rommel loads the bases on that walk for Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter, who comes in, he's 1 for 2 so far tonight. Here's the pitch to Jeter.
Strike 3.
And he strikes him out. Jeter goes down on strikes. Wow. That's the first strikeout for Rommel this evening, as he now faces off against Ted Williams. Well, this is where it gets interesting. You can't intentionally walk Ted Williams, can you? Bases loaded for the Safecrackers. This would be a fantastic time for them to close this gap up real quick. Rommel, the 2-3-1 pitch. Well, I spoke too soon. He walks Ted Williams and walks a run in. Bases remain loaded for Alex Rodriguez. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the best ball game we've seen all year. Rommel delivers to Rodriguez. Rodriguez drives a deep shot into left center field, but Wheat at the wall makes the grab to end that inning as we go to the top of 7. What else can we see in this game? Bishop will lead it off, the 9th batter for the Long Island Legends here in the top of 7. Bishop with a pop-up behind the plate. Carter gives chase. Can he get to it? No, it's going to get to the stands. He's unable to get to it. The 0-2 pitch now to Bishop. And he drives this one into right center field. Just when you think he might strike out, facing the 0-2 pitch, he gets a big hit. Runner on first for Kenny Lofton, who's batting, he's 3 for 4 tonight. Let's take a quick look. He's grounded a single between first and second, bunted for a single, struck out, and then doubled to right center. He's got 3 hits so far today. I wouldn't be surprised to see this one extend. Carter out to talk to Harris. They ought to just pull out a picnic blanket. Lofton is going to try and bunt his way on. Vaughn comes off of first. Cano covers first. Gets Lofton. Meanwhile, Bishop makes it to second. Brandon Belt, who's 2 for 3 tonight, steps up to the plate with 1 out against him. Bishop on second. Harris with the full count to Belt. He strikes him out. That's the second strikeout of the night for Harris. So Mickey Harris has 2 strikeouts. He's now tied. He's got 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. That's probably the most positive we've seen tonight. Harris delivers to Simmons. Simmons will drive this one into left field, deep into the corner. Williams at the wall makes the grab. It's the 7th inning stretch. Welcome, Jamie. Just joining us. You're missing a great game. If you like Little League Baseball, you've come to the right game. We're in the bottom of 7. 13 hits for Long Island. 8 runs. No errors. For the Safecrackers, they've got 6 hits, 3 runs, and only 1 error. Boy, it sure seems like there's been a lot more errors than that tonight. Both teams have left 10 runners on base. The Safecrackers trail 8-3. And here is the pitch from Rommel to Vaughn. Mo Vaughn goes down on strikes. That's the second strike from Eddie Rommel. Eddie Rommel, the Desert Fox, makes it all the way here from Africa. Takes a break to come over here and pitch to Jackie Jensen, who's 1 for 3. And he drives a liner to right at third. That's going to be the second out. Christian Yelich, 1 for 2 tonight. Safecrackers looking to get some runners going there, and Yelich gets walked. Something we've seen very few of tonight, a walk. Gary Carter, he's 0 for 2 tonight. Rommel delivers to Carter. And what do you know? Another walk. Okay. Rommel still on the mound. 50 pitches. Faces off against Robinson Cano. The last batter of the lineup for San Francisco Safecrackers. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Let's take a quick look. He's grounded a second, single to right, and then grounded another single. I think he's one of the few people tonight who hasn't been walked, but don't count those chickens yet. Here's the pitch, and it's another hit. This is going to get into right field. Lofton will come up. He'll field that. Bases loaded for the Safecrackers, but 2 outs for leadoff batter Tris Speaker. I don't even want to guess what might happen here, but here's the pitch to Speaker. And this is going to get over Crawford's head into left center field. That'll bring in Yelich. Carter also comes in. 2 more runs come across for the Safecrackers. They've closed the gap and are now within 3 of Long Island Legends. Derek Jeter, he struck out his last 2 at-bats. Has a runner on first and second. 2 outs on the board. Derek Law will come into pitch. Derek Law has played 20 games so far this year. Started at 0. He's got 17 and third innings pitched. He's given up 24 hits, 15 earned runs, 3 home runs. He struck out 11 and walked 3. He's got a 7.79 ERA this year. 2 wins and 2 losses, no saves. The pitch to Jeter. Jeter takes one into center field, gets down in front of Beltran. Cano makes it to third. He's not coming home, though. So, Law now to face off against Ted Williams. Once again, bases loaded for Ted Williams. He walked his last at-bat. In fact, he's been walked 3 times tonight, including an intentional walk. This guy's legs are tired from walking so much. Law, the 1-1 pitch to Williams. Williams drives this one into right field, but not deep. Lofton up to catch that one. Takes it to the top of 8. Long Island Legends 8. Safecrackers 5. Wheat, Beltran, and Wright all due up for the Long Island Legends. David Phelps now coming in to pitch. Phelps comes in with 7 games so far this year. 13 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 10 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 home runs. He has struck out 12. He's only walked 1 so far this year. He's got a nice 198 average. 1 win, no losses, no saves. With that 198 average, what the heck is he doing in this game? Phelps to Wheat. Wheat with a pop-up towards third. Rodriguez gets under this one for the first out. Carlos Beltran back up. 1 for 4 in the game. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Beltran. He goes down on strikes. Big strikeout there for David Phelps. Have we finally seen the best pitcher of the night? Phelps now to right. Strikes him out. 2 strikeouts in a row. My goodness, they fought the Law, and the Law won on that one. We go to the bottom of 8. Rodriguez, Vaughn, and Jensen all due up for the Safecrackers. Safecrackers down by 3 with 2 innings left. Carlos, welcome, Carlos. Aaron, hello, Aaron. Aaron, we're still hoping to see you get some more games in. You haven't done some games in a while. And Carlos, my condolences, my friend. I saw the chat in Beatles' stream. My thoughts go out to you. I hope all is well. I hope you can enjoy a little bit of fun time tonight, get your mind off of things, and just enjoy as much as you can. Oh, Legends. Yeah, you've missed a heck of a game, my friend. Wow. You need to go back and watch this one. This has been a real treat. All right, Law to face off against Rodriguez here in the bottom of 8. Rodriguez 0 for 3, takes the pitch. High pop-up towards third, right, doesn't even move. Makes the grab. That'll be the first out. Mo Vaughn, who's 1 for 4. Law strikes out Vaughn. So Law with a big strikeout. Yeah, Law comes in and he's doing well, and they just brought in another player also who's doing pretty well. So Law is definitely, he's got a bad average, so ERA so far this year. But if this is your your best, oof. All right, Jensen, who's 1 for 4 with facing 2 outs here in the bottom of 8. He'll drive this one. A liner to right who makes a fantastic play at third base. A diving grab by David Wright will end that inning. We go to the top of the ninth. Long Island Legends 8, Safecrackers 5. It has been an interesting game, to say the least. Buster Posey, the seventh batter in the lineup for Long Island Legends, batting 3 for 4 tonight. Takes the pitch from Phelps. He'll draw a grounder to Rodriguez. Well, what do you know? An error by who would have expected an error? Alex Rodriguez makes an error at third. Buster Posey makes it to first on that error. Clean game, my friends. This has been a clean game. Brandon Crawford, 0 for 4. Can he join the only player in the Legends lineup without a hit tonight? But it's okay, because he could get a walk, he could get some errors, he could get some bad plays. Who knows what's going to happen with this one? And there it is. He joins the hit parade into center field in front of Speaker. It's a single. Posey will hold at second. Max Bishop, the last batter for the Legends. No outs. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch to Bishop. Bishop, this one's going to be a pop-up towards second base. Cano will come over and get under that one.
Fly. Batter's out.
It's the infield fly rule. That came a little later than it should have, I think, but they did finally call it. Runners will stay. The batter was out. Dwayne. Welcome, Dwayne. You guys have missed one heck of a game. This one is worth going back to watch just for the laughs alone. Lofton, 3 for 4 tonight. He's really struggling so far this evening. Phelps delivers to Lofton.
Strike 3.
He strikes him out. That was unbelievable. As we go to the top of 9. I'm sorry, that was only the second out. We are at the top of 9. I'm so messed up with this game. It's been such a weird game. I don't even know what's going on anymore. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Brandon Belt, who's 2 for 4 tonight, takes the pitch from Phelps. And he did not. It was a ball. Carter throws to first to try and get the runner who had a lead. Big lead for some reason with a runner right in front of him on second. But Crawford is able to get back. Vaughn unable to make the tag. The 1-0 pitch to Belt. It's a dribbler down the first baseline. Phelps will come off the mound and cover the bag. Vaughn comes out, gives a little toss. That's the third out. As we go to the bottom of 9th. I'm really scared this game's going to go into extra innings. Yelich steps up, 1 for 2. Law with only 17 pitches. Getting close to his expected pitch count already. Well, okay, they don't even want to let his arm get tired. They're just going to go ahead and bring in Jose Mesa. Jose Mesa comes in with 9 games, 8 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run. He struck out 12 and walked 2. He's only got a 1.04 ERA. No wins, 1 loss, 8 saves so far this season, and only a 125 average against him. I'm not sure he deserves to be in this game the way we've seen, but here it comes. On grounder to Bishop. Bishop to Belt. That's the first out. Gary Carter, 0 for 2. Batter number 8 for the Safecrackers lineup. Takes the pitch. Grounder back to Mesa. Comes off the mound to get that one. Throws it over to Belt. That's the second out. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of 9. It's almost over. However, Robinson Cano, who's 3 for 4. Can he keep this inning alive? And it's a grounder back to second. Bishop will get it in time. Oh, what do you know? Error number 3 on the season for Max Bishop allows Cano to get to second as the 4th row goes past the first baseman and into the dugout. I can't believe we just saw an error in this game. Tris Speaker, 1 for 3. Now up the top of the lineup for the Safecrackers. They do have 2 outs. Runner at second in scoring position. Down by 3, however. Mesa with a 2-1 pitch. And this is going to get down into right field in front of Lofton. Cano around third. He's coming home. He will score. Speaker with an RBI single. Safecrackers now trailed by only 2. Derek Jeter, who's 2 for 4. However, he has struck out twice as well. Now to face off against Mesa. Speaker at first, not taking a very big lead.
2.
Mesa throws over to 1 to try and get the runner. I'm surprised he didn't throw that one into the stands with everything else we've seen tonight. Speaker back in time. Jeter still waiting for his first pitch. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Jeter back to the mound. Mesa over to 1. Thank goodness this game ends. Long Island 8, Safecrackers 6. Cannot wait to look at the box score for this one. 14 hits, 8 runs, 1 error for the Long Island Legends. 10 hits, 6 runs, 2 errors for San Francisco Safecrackers. I don't think it shows the LOBs, but I think I saw 14, at least 14, if I'm not mistaken, for the Legends before the game closed down. And I think San Francisco was around 12, 13, 14, somewhere around there. So lots of runners left on base. Oof, we got a lot to cover. Lofton goes 3 for 5 tonight. Belt goes 2 for 5 tonight with a home run. Posey goes 3 for 5 tonight. Total of 14 hits, 8 runs. Wow. Incredible. Over for San Francisco. Speaker goes 2 for 4. Jeter goes 2 for 5. There was a whopping 3 people in this game that did not have a hit. There was a total of 10 walks given up by Long Island and 5 walks given up by San Fran. Only, I say, 3 errors in that game. It sure seemed like it was a lot. Your guess, everybody's guess. I'm curious to know who the MVP of this game is. The MVP goes to Brandon Belt. Brandon Belt, who went 2 for 5, and the home and the grand. I guess that makes sense. I think he was the one that hit the grand slam. So, yep, that's probably out of this game the best person to give it to. Wow, that was a wild, wild game. So with that win, Long Island will pull a little closer to Liverpool. We're going to auto sim a couple of games here. Florence at Marshfield. Marshfield takes the win 4-2. Snell with his first win of the season. Talon, whatever, goes 2 for 6. Freeman went 3 for 3 with a double. Canada, Mid-Michigan. Mid-Michigan drops Canada again 4-1. Canada really struggling lately. Somehow remains only 3.5 games back, though. Sherdell goes 7-5. Newhouser goes to 8-6 on the season. Chico's at Manchester. Hey, Chico's finally wins one. Weimer goes to 5-3 on the season, while Whitey Ford goes to 3-3. Lancaster at St. Pete. Lancaster destroys St. Pete 12-1. McNally increases his wins to 5, while Davies drops his 5th loss. Maurer 4 for 5 on a double. D-Gens at Fort Lee. Fort Lee tops D-Gens. That's the second game in a row Fort Lee has beat D-Gens. Quintana goes 3 for 4. Arrieta is now 2 for 5. Gossage gets the save. Hagerstown at T-Ville. Hagerstown 11. T-Ville 4. Butcher goes to 5-6 on the season. Scherzer drops to 1-8 on the year. Meanwhile, Matthews goes 3 for 5 with a home run and 2 RBIs. We might as well do Chicago at Hadley Lake. Let's go ahead and do another game. These two teams are playing hard against each other and both in position here. They both need this win. So let's take a look at this game. at Turner Field for this game. Steve Rogers will start for Chicago. He's got 11 starts on the year. He's 3-5 with an ERA of 4.70. It's going to be his first time starting against Hadley Lake. Noah Syndergaard on the mound for Hadley Lake. He's got 1 start on the year. He just came over in a trade. That's why he's only got 1 start this year for Hadley Lake, but he started for the team that he came from. He is 1-0 with an ERA of 3-0 for Hadley Lake, so that's a pretty good start there for him. It's his first start against Chicago. It's 86 degrees with a wind speed of 16 miles per hour out to left field. Play ball. All right, the lineup for Chicago Red Shirts. Edgar Martinez will lead it off. George Brett will follow at second. Cecil Travis will bat third. Pete Reiser will bat fourth. Jeff Heath in the 5th spot. Batting 6th, Yogi Berra. Frank Robinson batting 7th. Batting 8th, Johnny Mize. And in the 9th spot, second baseman Eddie Collins. On defense for the Hammers, we've got Sean Rodriguez in third. We don't have a picture for Sean Rodriguez. I'm not going to look for one. Andre Dawson in center field. Bernie Williams in right field. George Sisler, the dangerous first baseman, at Jimmy Bloodworth. We saw him hit a home run the last time we broadcast a Hammers game. That was a shocker too. Barry Larkin at shortstop and Pete Rose at third. Behind the plate catching, Chris Hoyles on the mound, as we said, Noah Syndergaard. He's going to face off first against Edgar Martinez, who comes in with a 283 average, 9 home runs so far this year. The 2-0 pitch to Martinez. Martinez into deep center field. Dawson to his left, gets under that one. That's the first out. Hard hitting third baseman George Brett, 318 average this year, 18 home runs. Having a good season. Syndergaard to Brett. Brett will drive this one back to the mound. Syndergaard comes off the mound to field this one. Gets it to Sisler in time. George Brett is out at first. Cecil Travis batting .264 with 4 home runs. The 2-2 pitch to Travis. He'll take this one to the right field. Williams gives chase. Gets under that one. Down goes the Chicago Red Shirts, 1, 2, 3. We're at the bottom of 1. The batting lineup for the Hadley Lake Hammers. Barry Larkin will lead it off, followed by George Sisler. Batting third will be Pete Rose. Batting fourth, Bernie Williams. Designated hitter Rafael Palmeiro will bat 5th. Sean Rodriguez in the 6th spot. Andre Dawson will bat 7th. Batting 8th, Chris Hoyles. And batting 9, Jimmy the Slugger Bloodworth. On the field for the Chicago Red Shirts, Frank Robinson in left field. Pete Reiser in center field. Jeff Heath in right field. Johnny Mize will be on first. Eddie Collins at second. Cecil Travis at short. George Brett at third. Behind the plate catching is Yogi Berra. On the mound, Captain America Steve Rogers. He'll face off against Barry Larkin, who comes in with a 235 average so far this year. Larkin with a dribbler towards short. Travis has to come up, throws to first, and gets him in time for the first out. George Sisler with a 258 average and 2 home runs. Rogers delivers to Sisler. Sisler with a hard grounder to Collins. Collins to Mize. Gloves it for the second out. Pete Rose now steps up to the plate. Pete Rose with a 281 average, 3 home runs. Rogers to Rose. Rose back up to center. Travis makes a fantastic diving stop to get to that ball. Gets back up, makes the throw to Mize. Gets Rose in time for the third out. Down go the Hadley Lake Hammers, 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of 2. We'll see Pete Reiser lead off for Chicago Red Shirts. Pete Reiser comes in with a 289 average and 4 home runs. Syndergaard delivers. Reiser right back at Syndergaard, who makes an amazing recovery to catch that ball in time to get the first out. That was, I think that was more of a Saved my life catch there. And, oh, Mr. Eternally. How are you, Mr. Eternally? Welcome. And Big Clue joins us. Welcome, Big Clue. You guys missed a heck of a one earlier, an earlier game. But this one here is starting to come out. This one started off a little bit better, a little more clean game for sure. All right, that brings up Jeff Heath. Jeff Heath with a 317 average and a nice 13 home runs so far this year. Takes the pitch from Syndergaard, drives this one into right center field all the way to the wall. Heath with a stand-up double. It was a poor play. I don't know why that was a poor play. That was just, to me, that was just hit right into the right spot. I don't think that would have been considered a poor play. That seemed like it was a hard ball to get to, in my opinion. So Heath is now on second. Yogi Berra up to bat. Yogi Berra with a 173 average. 3 home runs for Yogi. Grounder to Bloodworth. Bloodworth to Sisler. He's out at first. Heath makes it to third. So 2 outs now for Frank Robinson with a 220 average this year and 6 home runs. The pitch to Robinson. He takes this one in a deep right field, but Williams under that one to make the grab. 1 hit. No runs come across. We go to the bottom of 2. Williams, Palmeiro, and Rodriguez all due up this half inning for the Head League Hammers. Bernie Williams comes in with a 294 average. No home runs. He takes a free pass from Rogers. So a leadoff walk to start this bottom half of the inning for Rafael Palmeiro. He comes in with a 281, 22 RBIs, and 8 home runs. Williams not taking much of a lead at first. Doesn't appear like he's going to be stealing. Rogers to Palmeiro. Palmeiro drives this one deep into center field. This one is way back. It's off the wall over Reiser's head. Williams rounds second, rounds third. He's on his way home. The throw not in time. They caught him at home. Wow. He rounded third to come home. Palmeiro went to second. Williams rounded third to come home. They threw it. Berra made the grab and the tag at home plate to get the first out. Now that was a fantastic play. Sean Rodriguez batting .235 and 9 RBIs this year. Palmeiro at second. Rodriguez drives this one left field. Robinson takes a couple steps forward. He'll grab this. Nowhere near deep enough for Palmeiro to tag. He'll remain at second. Andre Dawson, 290 this season. 18 RBIs and 6 home runs. Dawson goes down on strikes. That'll end that inning. 1 hit. No runs across. That beautiful play at the plate to get that out. Keeps the run from scoring. We are going to see Mize and Collins for the red shirts. Then we go back to the top of the lineup where Martinez will see an appearance. Johnny Mize takes the pitch, and he goes down on strikes. That's Syndergaard's first strike of the night. Eddie Collins, second baseman for the red shirts, now up. Batting .253 this season, 10 RBIs. The pitch from Syndergaard to Collins. He'll get walked. So a 1-out walk for Collins. Martinez now up, facing 1 out. Runner on first. 282 average so far this year. He's getting it's his second appearance tonight. 0 for 1 so far. Collins with a huge lead off of first. Syndergaard looks at him. He fires over to 1. Collins back in time. But it doesn't appear to scare him. He still has a very nice lead at 1. Here's the pitch to Martinez. It was a pitch out, but Collins went nowhere. So now Martinez with a 1-0 pitch. 1-0 count, excuse me. Grounder to Larkin at short. He bobbles the ball. Error number 5 on the season for Barry Larkin. I wonder if they were watching the last game in the dugout before this game started, in the locker room before this game started. Collins now at second. Martinez at first. 1 out for George Brett. Syndergaard's got his work cut out for him now. He delivers to Brett. Brett with a hard shot. This is going to get between first and second to Williams in right field. Collins rounds third to throw to home. Nowhere near in time. Collins is safe. Martinez able to get to third, and Brett able to get to second on that throw from right field. So the Chicago Red Shirts draw first blood here in the top of 3. Runners on second and third with 1 out for Cecil Travis. The 1-1 pitch. And it's a hard liner to Larkin at shortstop. He'll glove that one. That'll be the second out as Pete Reiser now comes up from the hitting circle. Pete Reiser, 0 for 1 so far. Runners on second and third. He does have 22 RBIs this year. And make that 23. Reiser gets a single into right field. Make that 24 RBIs for Reiser as both Brett and Martinez come across. Chicago now up 3-0 over the Hammers. Jeff Heath back up. He is 1 for 1. And a runner on first. 46 big RBIs for Jeff Heath. Here's the pitch. High fly ball into right field. Williams really doesn't have to move much. Gets under that one for the third out. 3 runs come across off of 2 hits for the Chicago Red Shirts. We go to the bottom of 3. Hoyles and Bloodworth round out the batting order. Then we go back to the top of the order with Larkin for Hadley Lake Hammers. Chris Hoyle batting .234 this season, 17 RBIs and 5 home runs. This is big, deep ball into left center field. It's high, it's deep, it's off the wall for a double, number 10 for Hoyles this year. So a leadoff double here for the Hadley Lake Hammers after giving up 3 in the top of third. Jimmy Bloodworth now up, 204 average, 17 RBIs, and we got to witness his solo shot home run in one of the last broadcasts. Bloodworth, high pop up towards first. Mize under that one for the first out. Back to the top of the lineup for Hadley Lake, Barry Larkin. The 1-2 pitch to Larkin. Larkin drives this one into center field. He gets down in front of Reiser. Hoyles to third, but he'll hold up. Not deep enough for him to test that arm off of Reiser. George Sisler back up to the plate. Runners on the corners and 1 out. Rogers delivers to Sisler, and he walks him. So Rogers walks Sisler to load the bases for Pete Rose. Pete Rose, who has 24 RBIs so far this year. Only 1 out. The first pitch to Rose, he takes it, and Berra throws over to 1 to try and get Sisler with this big leadoff. Once again, I don't understand these big leadoffs when you know you got runners right in front of you. Seems risky, but they're doing it. Rose now with the 1-0 pitch, and he'll drive this one into right field, but Heath is up to catch that one. No, he doesn't catch it. It gets down in front of Heath. Rose gets a double off of that shot. I don't know why Heath held on to that one. Interesting play there. Meanwhile, Rose drives in 2. Now Hadley Lake only trails by 1. Runners at second and third for Bernie Williams. Bernie Williams drives this one into center field. This gets down in front of Reiser. That'll drive in an RBI. The game is all tied up. Runners on first and third with 1 out for the Hadley Lake Hammers as Rafael Palmero steps up. Already 1 for 1 in this game. And another hit up the center over second base. Reiser has to come up to field that one. That's a single, an RBI single for Palmero. So now Hadley Lake Hammers lead by 1 after scoring 4 already here in the third, and only 1 out against them. Sean Rodriguez gets the 3-1 pitch. It's a grounder to Brett. Brett will tag third to get the lead runner, but does not make the throw to 1 in time. So Rodriguez gets there on a fielder's choice. Runners on first and second for Andre Dawson. Andre Dawson 0 for 1 tonight so far. 2 outs for the Hadley Lake Hammers. High pop-up behind the plate. Berra gives chase. He'll get under this one easily. That's the third out. 5 hits and 4 runs for the Hadley Lake Hammers to take the lead in the bottom of 3. Going to the top of 4, Yogi Berra, Robinson, and then Mize are all due up. Syndergaard delivers to Berra. Berra with a nice shot into right field all the way to the track. Williams gives chase and gets to it for the first out. Frank Robinson, 0 for 1 tonight. He takes the walk. That's Syndergaard's second walk of the night. Johnny Mize now up, 0 for 1 so far this evening. Robinson with a big lead at 1. Syndergaard wipes the ball off, takes a look at 1, sees that lead. He throws over to 1, but Robinson back in plenty of time. And Robinson still taking a very big lead at first. Mize waiting for Syndergaard to deliver. He does. And he's going to get walked. So that's 2 walks in a row there for Syndergaard. Puts a man on first and second with only 1 out for the Chicago Red Shirts. As Eddie Collins, the last batter in the lineup for the Red Shirts, now steps up. Eddie Collins has 10 RBIs this year. Collins with a little tiny grounder down first. Sisler will get to it. Syndergaard will have to cover first. Sisler will toss it over to Syndergaard for that out. But both runners advance. So runners at second and third now for Edgar Martinez, top of the lineup for Chicago. The 1-1 pitch to Martinez. Martinez drives this one into deep left field, but Rodriguez gets back towards the track, makes the grab. That'll be the third out. We go to the bottom of 4. Batters 8, 9, and then 1, all due up for Hadley Lake. Hoyles, who's already 1 for 1 tonight, takes this pitch, and he drives it into center field, shallow center field. Reiser gives chase, gets under that one. It's the first out. Jimmy Bloodworth, the 9th batter in the lineup for Hadley Lake, 0 for 1. The 1-1 pitch. Big drive into center field. Reiser to his right. He gets under that one. Reiser getting some action out there in center field. Barry Larkin now steps up, 1 for 2 tonight. The 2-0 pitch. Grounder to Brett. Brett across the diamond to Mize. In time, gets the third out. We go to the top of 5. Batters 2, 3, and 4 all due up for Chicago. That's going to be George Brett to lead it off. It's a great leadoff man if you get it. Brett drives a hard shot to Sisler, but he'll pick it up and cover the bag by himself for the first out. Cecil Travis back up to the plate, 0 for 2. Syndergaard to Travis. Oh, it's going to get down into right center field for a base hit. A 1-out single for Travis as Pete Reiser now steps up from the on deck circle. Pete Reiser 1 for 2 so far in this game. Drives this one into center field. Dawson to his left. Under this one, Travis is going nowhere and remains at first. 2 outs now for the Chicago as Jeff Heath, batting 1 for 2 tonight, steps back up for his third plate appearance. Hoyles is going to go out and talk to Syndergaard. I would have talked to him last time when he walked 2 in a row. Heath drives this one down right field line, but it goes into foul territory and into the stands. So Syndergaard takes the call from Hoyles. It's the 0-2 pitch to Heath. Heath with a grounder to up the middle. Larkin will come over, field that one, gets it to Sisler in time. That's the third out. We go to the bottom of 5. Chicago still trails by 1. George Sisler will lead it off for the Hadley Lake Hammers. Sisler with a hard grounder. Collins makes a diving stop at second, throws it to Mize in plenty of time to get Sisler. That was great play number 19 for Eddie Collins to get that leadoff batter, excuse me. Great diving stop by Eddie Collins. Pete Rose, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Lined a double his last at bat. He takes the pitch. This is a grounder to Mize. Rogers has to come off the mound to cover the bag. Mize with a little underhanded toss to Rogers. gets Pete Rose for the second out. Bernie Williams, 1 for 1 tonight. Rogers delivers to Williams. Oh, this is a hard grounder down the foul territory. So now the 0-2 pitch from Rogers to Williams. Big pop up behind first base. Collins will come over in place of Sisler to get that one. Gets under it, makes the third out. We go to the top of 6. Yogi Berra will lead it off. 0 for 2 tonight. Yogi Berra drives this one into right center field. Williams to his right will make that grab. That'll be the first out. Frank Robinson, batter number 7 for the Chicago Red Shirts, now up. Syndergaard delivers to Robinson, and he strikes him out. That's second strikeout of the night for Noah Syndergaard. That brings up Johnny Mize back at the plate. Syndergaard delivers to Mize and walks him. So the 9th batter, the second baseman, Eddie Collins, is now up for Chicago as Mize stands on first, hoping to get hit around. And that's it. Syndergaard threw his 100th pitch, and they said that's it. So they're bringing in Lee Smith now to pitch. Lee Smith comes in with 13 games so far this season, 14 1/3 innings pitched, 12 hits, 7 earned runs, 6 home runs. He has struck out 15 and walked no one. He's got a .440 batting average, 1 win, 1 loss, no saves this year. To Collins. Well, Smith just issued his first walk of the season to Eddie Collins, the last batter of the lineup for Chicago. So now runners at first and second with 2 outs for Edgar Martinez, who's got 32 RBI so far this year. Chicago trailing by 1, hoping to get that runner on second in scoring position home. Martinez will take this one into deep right center field. This one's high. This one's deep. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is gone. A 3 RBI shot by Martinez puts the Chicago Red Shirts back up 397 feet for Edgar Martinez, his 10th home run of the year. Chicago now lead by 2. George Brett doesn't get any easier for Smith on the mound, because now he's got to face George Brett. George Brett with a big, deep fly ball in the center field. At the wall, Dawson will make that grab for the third out. 3 runs come across off of 1 hit. And we go to the bottom of 6 as Hammers now trail by 2, 6-4. Palmeiro will lead it off. Having a great night. He is 2 for 2 tonight. Doubled and grounded a single. Rogers to Palmeiro. Palmeiro, this time it's a grounder to Eddie Collins at second. But he's going to make that throw in plenty of time to get the first out at first. Sean Rodriguez back up. He is 0 for 2. The 1-2 pitch. And Rodriguez goes down on strikes for the second out as Andre Dawson, who just made that great play at the wall, now steps up to the plate. He is also 0 for 2 tonight. Rogers delivers to Dawson. Dawson with a big fly ball into right field. Heath gives chase and catches this in foul territory for the third out. We go to the top of 7. Chicago will see Travis, Reiser, and Heath all at bat this half inning. Travis, who's 1 for 3, takes the 1-2 pitch. It's a grounder to Sisler at first. Mark that a 3 unassisted in your scorebook. Pete Reiser now up. He's 1 for 3 so far tonight. Here's the first pitch to Reiser. Reiser drives this one into left field. Rodriguez will come up and field it. A single for Reiser. So with 1 out, Jeff Heath now up. Jeff Heath with 46 RBIs this year. Hoyle's out to talk to Smith. Smith delivers to Heath. Heath drives this one deep, and it's another home run over center field. My goodness, 2 RBI shot, this time for Jeff Heath. 407 feet, his 14th home run of the year. Chicago now up by 4, 8-4. We have seen some big hits in this game. Remember, we have a strong wind blowing out, and we can see that may be affecting some of these long balls. It's a 14-mile-an-hour wind out to left field. Yogi Berra looking to join the hit parade. 0 for 3 tonight. The 3-2 pitch, full count. Bloodworth, grounded to Bloodworth. Bloodworth over to Sisler. That's the second out. Frank Robinson, 0 for 2, also trying to get a hit this game. Robinson drives this one high and deep in left field. That wind is going to carry this. Another home run, a solo shot home run for Robinson. That one is 352 feet. Home run number 7 for Frank Robinson. That wind is wreaking havoc on the outfield defense tonight. Lee Smith, looking a little tired out there on the mound, will now face off against Johnny Mize, batter number 8 in the lineup. First of the Chicago Red Shirts. And that's it. Lee Mize getting pulled for Johnny Allen. Johnny Allen comes in with 8 games so far this year, 24 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 33 hits, 23 earned runs, 10 home runs. He's struck out 17 this year and walked 9. He's got an 8.39 ERA, 1 win, 3 losses, no saves, and a 3.20 average against. Allen to Mize. Whoa, he strikes him out to end the inning. We go to the 7th inning stretch. All right, we're back, but we'd have to take a quick commercial break from this game, this broadcast sponsor.
Boy, what a workout, huh, Tom?
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling pumped now.
Hey, after we hit the showers, you want to go scarf some burgers?
Sure, Frank. Sounds great.
Oh, gee, Tom. Nice skid mark you got there.
Yeah, I have a little trouble with butt spits whenever I break wind. But what are you going to do?
Butt hay.
What?
Butt hay.
Butt hay what?
No, butt hay. It's new. It acts as a shield against those nasty skid marks that can form after days of use.
You know, I think I'm going to try new butt hay. But without the markings, how will I know which way my underwear goes?
Well, you've always got Old Yeller.
Oh, yeah.
Butt hay by Brotex.
And we're back. All right, here in the bottom of 7, 8 hits for Chicago, 9 runs, no errors, 5 left on base. The Hammers have 6 hits, 4 runs, 1 error, and 3 left on base. Hoyles up to lead it off for the Hadley Lake Hammers, who trail by 5. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Hoyles. Hoyles takes this one into left center field over Travis's head for a leadoff single. Bloodworth now up. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Last batter in the lineup for Hadley Lake Hammers. Hoyles on first, goes barely even stepping off the base over there. Berra out to talk to Rogers. These catchers are getting a heck of a workout going out to talk to these pitchers in this game. Bloodworth will drive this one over Travis's head for a single. So 2 hits into left center field over the shortstop's head. Hadley Lake Hammers now have runners on first and second with no outs for Barry Larkin at the top of the lineup for the Hadley Lake Hammers. Larkin is already 1 for 3 tonight. And he goes down on strike. So a big strikeout there for Rogers after putting 2 on with singles to face off now against George Sisler. George Sisler 0 for 2 tonight. Can't help but wonder if he's due. And this is a tiny grounder to shortstop. Travis can only make the play to 1 to get that out. Both runners will advance. So Bloodworth to second, Hoyles to third for Pete Rose. Pete Rose facing 2 outs, 1 for 3 tonight. The pitch to Rose. Rose takes this one into right center field. This will get down. Heath will come and make the play. Bloodworth will hold at 3, but the run does come across. Boyles makes it home. Bloodworth will hold up. Rose on first. Runners on the corners. 2 outs for Bernie Williams. 1 for 2 so far tonight. 109 pitches for Rogers as he delivers to Williams. This is going to go foul down first baseline. Rogers now with 114 pitches. It's a 2-2 count to Bernie Williams. And this is a grounder to Collins. Collins feels this one cleanly, gets it to Mize. That's the third out. Hammers close the gap up by 1. We go to the top of 8. Eddie Collins will lead it off for Chicago. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounder to Sisler. Sisler picks this up, walks it over to the bag, and that's the first out. Edgar Martinez, who's 1 for 4 tonight, drives this one into deep left field. That wind, but Rodriguez at the wall puts the glove up there and makes the grab. Oh boy, that wind. It was a close one. Now with 2 outs for George Brett, who has 1 hit so far in 4 at-bats tonight. And this is a deep fly ball in the center field. Dawson to his right, gets under that one. That's a quick inning, quick half inning. 1, 2, 3, they go. We go to the bottom of 8. Palmeiro to lead it off now for Hadley Lake Hammers. He is 2 for 3, having a great night. And that's it for Rogers. Rogers being pulled for, oh, wait a minute. What did we just see? I'm sorry. My mistake. Pee Wee Reese, the pitcher was not pulled. Pee Wee Reese went into shortstop as a defensive player. Usually when that box pops up, it's a bullpen call, but in this case it was not. It's a defensive adjustment by Chicago. Rogers will deliver to Palmeiro. Palmetto drives this one. Foul territory down right field line into the stands. Rogers now remains on the mound, 121 pitches. Palmeiro with the 1-2 count gets struck out for the first out. That brings up Sean Rodriguez, 0 for 3. The 1-2 pitch. He goes down on strikes. Rogers with 2 big strikeouts right in a row. That's his 5th strikeout of the night. Now he'll face off against Andre Dawson. And no, he won't, because the manager is calling timeout to bring in Wally Judnich to pinch hit. We are not going to be able to look at Wally Judnich's stats, because as soon as I hit yes, it's going to pitch to him. And it's a grounder to Mize at first. He'll pick it up and cover the bag. That'll be the third out. We go to the top of 9, where Pee Wee Reese, who just came in as a defensive adjustment at shortstop, comes up to the plate. He's only got 1 at bat this year, but he made the best of it because he's got 1 hit, and that 1 hit was a double. So he is literally batting 1,000 so far this year. Judnich will take over center field spot. He came in to pinch hit, and they'll leave him in there to play defense as well. The 1-1 pitch to Reese. Reese will take this into left field. That's going to get down. Reese is now 2 for 2 on the season. As we go to batter number 4, the cleanup man, Pete Reiser. Reese not taking a big lead. And Reiser will drive this one deep into right field, off the wall. Williams gets it off the carom. Reiser goes to second. Reese, with that speed, goes all the way around. Oh, and Reiser's off to third. They throw to 3. Not in time. It's a triple. A big, deep triple for Pete Reiser. And an RBI. So with no outs, runner at third, Jeff Heath, 2 for 4.
Strike 3.
And he goes down on strikes. That's the second strikeout of the night for Johnny Allen. And this game is all over, but the shouting.
Strike 3.
He goes down on strikes. That's the second strikeout in a row there for Johnny Allen, as he now faces off against Frank Robinson. The 0-1 pitch, and it's a grounder to Larkin, deep into shortstop territory. Short, he throws it over to first. Ooh, in time to get the third out. So only one comes across off of 2 hits. We're at the bottom of 9. Hammers trail by 5. Rogers, with 132 pitches, is going to remain on the mound for the time being. Hoyles 2 for 3. He takes a 2-2 pitch. He'll drive this one into right and into left field. Gets past between Brett and Reese. Robinson comes up, fields it. It's a leadoff single for Hoyles. Jimmy Bloodworth, 1 for 3 tonight. He's at the bottom of the lineup for the Hammers. And Paul Molitor is going to come in and pitch hit for Bloodworth. So Rogers delivers to Molitor. Molitor with a grounder to Brett. Brett over to Collins. Collins unable to turn the double play. They get the lead runner, excuse me. They get the lead runner while Paul Molitor reaches on a fielder's choice. 1 out now for Barry Larkin. He's 1 for 4 tonight. Pitch to Larkin. Larkin down left field line and into the stands. Nope. Okay. My eyes deceived me. I thought that went into the stands. Maybe it did. Maybe the fan threw it back in to hold the runners up, because Robinson didn't move over there in left field. But they're counting that a single, whatever happened. Larkin now at first. Molitor at second. Gotta love what this chalkboard does every now and then. George Sisler, batter number 2 for Hadley Lake. They are trying hard to keep this game going, but they still trail by 5. Rogers now finally showing some signs of wear. Delivers to Sisler. Sisler with a bounder to Brett. Brett, oh, it's going to be a close play at first. Not in time. It's an infield hit for Sisler to load the bases. Now Rogers will face off against Rose, who's 2 for 4. My goodness, they are really trying to keep this game going here. Rogers delivers to Rose. Rose, a grounder to Reese. Reese to Collins. Not in time as a run comes across. Molitor will score. Rose with an RBI, fielder's choice. Larkin to third. Now 2 outs. Hadley Lake still down by 4 for Bernie Williams. They're going to need a couple more base runners and a couple more hits to keep a chance of this going. Bernie Williams into foul territory with a 2-2 pitch, a 2-2 count against him. Rogers will deliver. And Bernie Williams to Collins at second. Collins demise. That will end the game. That's the 3rd out. Chicago 10, Hammers 6. So Chicago gets 10 hits, 10 runs, no errors. Hadley Lake gets 12 hits, 6 runs, and they committed 1 error. At bats, batting highlights for Chicago. Reiser went 3 for 5. Martinez only went 1 for 5, but he did have a home run. Heath went 2 for 5 with a home run. And Robinson went 1 for 4 with a home run. For Hadley Lake, Larkin went 2 for 5. Rose went 2 for 5. Palmero went 2 for 4. Hoyles had a nice 3 for 4 game tonight, but no home runs for Hadley Lake, while Chicago had 3 home runs on the night. Rogers went the distance. I believe 140 pitches in this game, it says. Gave up 12 hits, 6 earned runs, 12 hits, 6 earned runs, 6 runs, all of them earned. 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. The MVP will go to Pete Reiser, who went 3 for 5 and no home runs, but he did go 3 for 5 and he got that triple. So a big scoring game there. Let's finish out this day. Lehigh at Dallas. Lehigh wins again. I believe Lehigh just cannot lose. They're going to extend their lead in that win division. Liverpool at Cleveland. Cleveland drops Liverpool 5-2. That's something Long Island is hoping to see. Florence at Marshfield. Marshfield with a big win over Florence. They win 6-4. Schumacher goes 4-8 on the year. Olson 2-2. Beltre, by the way, goes 4 for 5 with a home run and 3 RBIs. Amazing at Vegas. Amazing beats Vegas 4-3. Schilling goes to 4-6. Apier with a rare loss, only his second on the season. We saw the Long Island San Fran game. We're going to go to Edmonton at Brooklyn. Edmonton 3, Brooklyn 2. Bonham goes to 4-2 on the year. Doss to 2-7. Henrik goes 3 for 5 with a home run and 2 doubles. Edmonton at Brooklyn again. It's a doubleheader. And Edmonton wins another one, 5-1 over Brooklyn. Ruffling goes to 4-3. Tillman to 3-4. Bell goes 2 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs. All right. I was hoping to call another game. We've got some really good games. I don't want to sim a lot of these games because we have some big games. We got Vegas at Chicago, Canada, Hadley Lake. We got some really big games coming up. I'm going to sim these two because they do play again tomorrow, and we can pick it up with watching some of these key matchups tomorrow night. So we'll autoplay these two, and then we're going to call it a night. Vegas at Chicago. Chicago squeaks by Vegas 5-4. Tiant goes to 10-2. Meanwhile, Benz goes to 2-2. Ortiz 1 for 3 with a home run and a walk. And Canada at Hadley Lake. Canada pulls the win out. Beats Hadley Lake 4-2. Richard 8-4 on the year. White goes to 4-7. Save for Rodriguez, his second of the year. All right, let's take a quick look at the standings. In the Earth Division, Liverpool 5 games over both Long Island and Fort Lee. In the Wind Division, Lehigh is 6.5 over San Fran. Let's take a quick look. I want to see Lehigh. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of last 8. Lehigh has won. 10 out of the last 12. So they are on a win streak. So they're going to need to start losing some games if anybody in the Wind Division has any hopes of catching them. Over in the Fire Division, Chicago extended their lead slightly to 4.5 over Edmonton. I'm sorry, it's over. Okay, my mistake. It's 4 games over Canada. Canada is below Edmonton in the standings right now because of their win percentage. So 4 games, Canada is behind. Edmonton is 4.5 games behind. Vegas dropped to 6 games back. In the Water Division, Mid-Michigan is now 2 games over Hadley Lake. So we'll see how this continues out. We got some key matchups this week because of my throat is just a little sore. I was going to try and do a third game night, but my throat is a little sore. Did one earlier this weekend. We did one tonight I wasn't expecting to do. If nobody comes in tomorrow night, maybe Bernie or I or somebody can do it. But we got a lot of games to go this month to get through in time for Wednesday. So big shout. Let's get some shout outs here to Carlos. Again, Carlos, hope everything goes well for you. Big Clue, welcome to, thank you for coming in. Beatles, thank you for coming by. Jamie, good to see you always. Legends was here. Got to see an interesting part of his game. Bernie, thank you for coming by. Dwayne was here. Midlife Crisis. I'm sorry, I didn't even see Midlife Crisis sneak in. I believe he was the one asking for the games tonight. I'm not sure. But anyways, Midlife, if you're still here, thank you for coming by. Aaron Reed was in. Oh, we had a good crowd tonight. Am I missing anybody? MV was here for a little while. Yoko came by. Slashed was in. Well, we did have a big crowd. And Bernie was the first through the turnstiles. He gets the bobblehead tonight. Guys, we will zip this up, get it in. We'll see if anybody announces some games tomorrow. Hopefully, Bernie will be feeling better. I know he wants to do some basketball. Keep that league going. Football is rolling. We got to get a few more teams rosters in. If you're in the football league, try and get your rosters in where people are playing some exhibition games there to see how their teams look. And hopefully we can get that one started within the next week or so. And I want to thank everybody once again for coming by. I hope you enjoyed it. Tried to make it fun for everyone. And we will see everybody soon. Good night.